everyone. So my name is Lena and this is going to be about a 30-35 minute practice, therapeutic yoga practice focused on the neck and shoulders, the head, neck, and shoulders. And what you need for this practice is a squash ball right here. Something to roll your feet out with. So that could be a dowel, could be a ball, anything at all. You could even use the squash ball. A strap and a slow-mo ball, a purple slow-mo ball. If you do not have a slow-mo ball, a soft blanket or pillow can also work. Oh, and we need a block for some head support. I'll grab that block for head support. Yoga ball. Okay, that is what we are going to be using in practice. I am also sitting on a meditation cushion, so if you prefer to sit on something to elevate your hips and pelvis, that can also feel more comfortable in the body. I'm going to start in seated today. Let's take a few cleansing breaths to ground. So inhale through the nose. Exhale, breathe it out through the mouth, let it go. 2 more. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. And gently closing your eyes, come into any little wiggle or movement in your body. And to eventually find stillness. And start to connect a little bit deeper to the rhythm of your breath, the quality of your breath, consistency of your breath. Noticing without trying to change it. And start to see if you can come into radiant breath. You may want to place a hand or 2 on the body. I'm placing one on my belly and one on my ribs. In 3-dimensional radiant breath, you want to try to fill the body in all directions, almost like a balloon or a ball is filling up as you breathe. Inhaling to fill and expand. Exhaling as you slowly let that go. You can even gently bring the hands into the back body. And then we'll slowly release that breathing practice. Let's place one hand over the heart, one hand over the belly. Taking a moment here to set an intention for your practice, the sankalpa. And this can be as simple as one word you would like to invite in. Maybe softness, acceptance, presence. And then as you exhale, letting that go. And as you exhale, start to invite a little bit of movement into the body, gently moving from one side to the other. Allowing your breath to guide your movement. And then bringing your hand to one side. Inhale to extend your arm up. Exhale to reach it over to the side. From here, you're going to gently place the hand onto the back of the head and invite a little bit of rotation. So exhaling, the elbow can come towards the knee. Inhale to open and expand. Doing this about 3 to 4 times with your own breath. Inhale to come up through center. Root your other hand down. And then as you exhale, reaching over to the side. Taking a breath here. Filling into your side body. And then gently placing your hand onto the head. Inhale to open. And then exhale, a little bit of rotation. Elbow comes towards the knee. Moving with your breath. Inhale as you come all the way back up through center. Soften your shoulders and then exhale to the side. Inhaling back through center and exhale to the other side. Inhale to come through center. And then as you exhale, slowly start to bring your body forward. Coming into a little bit of a forward fold. And gently walk yourself back up. Now bring the arms out to the side and start to make some little circles. Trying to keep a softness into the shoulders. So notice if they're moving up towards your ears. And then start to let those circles grow and expand. Move nice and slow. Tracking the movement in this area of your body. And then coming back through center, moving in the opposite direction, making some little circles. Let them grow a little bigger. Beautiful. Let's release that. Give your body a hug. Try to soften your shoulders. Let your head come down. Nice full breath into your back body. Inhale to open and expand. And then exhale, other hand comes over top, giving yourself a little hug. Beautiful. Inhale to open and expand. We're going to switch the legs. And always listening to your body throughout practice. So if we come into a movement and it doesn't feel good, do something else. So if seated doesn't feel good right now, you can sit in a chair or try reclined or even standing. So from there, we're going to do a little neck movement. Let's soften the shoulders and then slowly start to bring the head to one shoulder. Start to bring it down towards center. Other side. So moving with your breath. Bringing some awareness into your body. Noticing if there's any tension or pain or restriction. Noticing your range of motion, your range of movement. Maybe even coming into a full circle. And then looking to one side, the other side. Do a few little shoulder shrugs. And then we'll release that. I'm going to come into some eye movements and then back into some neck movement and notice if that changes. Changes our range of motion in the head and neck. So we're going to place one hand on top of the head, soften your shoulders. You're not putting pressure, it's just checking in to make sure your head is not moving. Start first by looking up. So you're looking up and then looking down. Looking up and down. I'm going to do each one 3 times. Diagonal and then opposite. Keep moving with your breath. Other diagonal and opposite. Noticing if your head is wanting to move, your eyes can move in isolation. Side to side. Try to also keep the eyes soft so they're not very intense. And then from there, we're going to switch hands. So placing your other hand onto your head. Take your hand out in front of you so you can see your thumb. So looking at your thumb. Slowly start to bring that hand up, making a U, an upside down U or a rainbow. Keep looking at your thumb the whole time, moving slowly. You do this 3 times. Nice, slow, steady breath. Trying to keep the upper body soft as well. When you completed that side, give your arms a little movement. Other hand comes onto your head. Thumb out. Making your upside down U or rainbow. Tracking your eyes and notice if they lose sight of your thumb at any point, or if they want to move faster. And then slowly release that. Give your shoulders a little movement. And then come into some neck movements again. Noticing. Is there a little bit more softness into my neck and shoulders? How is my range of motion? Beautiful. And then coming back through center, we're going to make our way onto our backs. Make sure you have a little slow-mo ball or a blanket and a block. And once you arrive on your back, stretch your fingers, stretch your toes, give your whole body a stretch. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. A little cleansing breath, bring your knees in. Give yourself a little hug. Nice gentle rock here. Start with a few little circles. Moving them in both directions. Bringing your feet to the earth, cactusing your arms, and then let your legs move to one side, back through center to the other side. And then come back through center. We're going to make our way into banana asana. So straightening your legs. Arms are straight as well. You're going to move your torso towards the right. And then move your legs towards the right. I'll make sure that you can actually see me better. Your left leg can come over top of your right. And then from here, try to soften your shoulders. So creating a nice length into your lateral side. Coming into a few breaths here. Notice if there's anywhere you can soften in your body. And then eventually bringing yourself back through center to the other side. So inching your torso towards the left and bringing your legs towards the left. And then maybe your right leg wants to come over top of your left leg. Try to soften, letting everything sink towards the earth. Nice, slow, steady breath. And then slowly bringing yourself back through center. Bending your legs. Rooting your feet. Give your hips a little wiggle. Let's come into some bridge with movement so the arms are beside us. Maybe you can even touch your heels if that feels like a good distance. And then as you exhale, start to lift your hips up, bringing your arms overhead. Take an inhale at the top of your movement. And then exhale as you come down. Inhale at the bottom. So we're moving a little bit slower, moving with your exhale. Explore about 3 or 4 of these in your own body with your breath. Nice and rooted through your feet, slowly moving. Eyes are soft or closed. And after you've explored about 3 or 4 of those, let's release that, letting that go. Next, you can come into some windshield wiper legs if that feels good. Into the low back area. And then finding your block and your slow-mo ball. I'm going to place this right behind the shoulder blades. And check in with the height of the block. So this one feels good in my body. The ball is right in between my shoulder blades. And again, you can place like a blanket into that area or a pillow. Cactusing your arms out to the side, allowing the shoulders to soften, and then take a few breaths here. Keep rooting into your sacrum with your feet rooted as well. And you can even explore. As soon as in my body, I straighten, and you can probably even see it, as soon as I straighten my legs, my sacrum isn't on the ground and my ribs jet out. This is connected. I'm going to bring the arms up, thumbs and index fingers are connected together. Try to soften your shoulders and then start to explore some circles. Making circles in one direction. They can be as small or as large as you want. And then switching to make some in the opposite direction. And then bringing the hands together, we're coming into some owl wings. We'll let the arms come out to the side and then exhale back through center, moving with your breath. Inhale and exhale. Keeping that little bend into your elbow, nice, slow, steady breath. The next time you come up through center, come into Hakini Mudra, bringing all of your fingertips together, little softness into the shoulders, gently pressing those fingertips, and then start to bring your hands behind and then back through center. Trying to move them on a single line. Noticing how your shoulders are moving in this motion. And then we'll release that. Bring the hands around the body, giving yourself a hug. Take a full breath here. Letting that go. Inhale to open. Other side. Other arm is on top. Take a full breath here. And we'll slowly release that. Rolling to your side, press yourself up to hands and knees. Coming into tabletop. From here, start to move through some cat-cow. Inhaling forward. Exhale, pressing through the earth, arching into your spine. Allowing your breath to guide your movement. And then start to explore some little circles with your hips. Make a few in the opposite direction. Maybe you want to invite the shoulders in as well. And then come through center. Have your arms straight. I'm going to do a few little shoulder drips. So some shoulder dips. So keeping the arms straight, allow the upper body to dip down. Pressing up, dipping down. Notice if your hips are dipping too, try to keep your core active. And then let's release that. Curling your toes under, bring your hips towards your heels, keeping them high, coming into puppy pose. Try to turn your thumbs up towards the ceiling. Gently melt your hips towards your heels, coming right into child's pose. You can bring your hands underneath your forehead if you like. Give your head a little movement from side to side. Nice, slow, steady breath into your back body. Walk your hands to one side. Coming back through center to the other side. Take a full breath here. Eventually bringing yourself back through center, come up into tabletop, curling your toes, exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Start to invite a little bit of movement here, gently pedaling your legs out and soften into your shoulders, looking towards your thighs. Maybe a little rocking up onto your toes. Going to come into one slow flow. Inhale to draw your body forward into plank. Lowering onto your knees, lower your whole body towards the earth. Coming into some baby cobras. Inhale to rise up, nice and active through your back body. Exhale to lower. Moving with your breath. Let's release that. From there, we're going to bring our hands out to the side, taking your block right onto your forehead and lift those arms up. And bring them towards your feet. Bring them to center. Turn your thumbs up. Bring them forward. Come all the way back to center. Turn your thumbs down. Bring them towards your feet. Thumbs up in the center. Forward. To the side. Thumbs down. Release. And release your block. Bring your hands right underneath your body. Inhale, press yourself up into tabletop. Exhale into child's pose. And take a breath or two here. Inhale into tabletop, curl your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Slowly start to walk your hands and your feet together into a forward fold, keeping the knees bent. Try to bring your belly, your chest right onto your thighs. Option to use your block. And then you can give yourself a little bit of space, gently bending one leg and the other. And come back into those bent legs. Take your hands, clasping them behind your back, and slowly bring them forward. Take a full breath here. And gently release that towards the earth. And invite a little more movement through your legs. And then coming through center, root down. We're going to inhale to slowly roll your body all the way up. Arms coming overhead. And exhale right into your heart space. Pausing here. And bring your hands beside you into Tadasana. And taking a breath here. Mind, body, breath connection. Checking in. Find your strap and your dowel or your ball, whatever you're choosing to roll your feet out with. And placing that on the ground, we'll first start by rolling the feet out. Yes, this is a practice focused on the shoulders and neck, but that is connected into our fascial backline. When we roll our feet out, which is something I do more than once a day, every single day, it helps to open up your fascial backline. So it can actually help to soften into your shoulders, into your neck. Giving a little roll onto that inside edge of your foot, which is where the spine is located. Outside edge. Where the hips and knees. A little ringing in the center. Release that. Coming to the other foot. And also pause in between. Taking a breath to notice the one foot compared to the other. Taking these moments to pause throughout our practice, creating a little bit of space, be really healing, also really great to bring awareness into the body. Do a little ringing. Sometimes I like to get my whole body into that ringing. Letting my hips and my shoulders move. And then coming back into Tadasana, taking that moment, pause. Notice if your feet feel a little bit more connected to the earth. And feel any difference within your body when we first came into Tadasana. Now let's release that. Placing that to the side, your ball or your dowel. Find your strap. I'm going to demonstrate this from the side. So taking your strap out wide enough, start to bring your arms up and then back. Moving with your breath, checking in with the ribs and hips. Notice, you can even see in my body when I'm jetting my ribs out. Little bend through your knees. And then the next time your hands come up, pause there. Try to soften the shoulders. Keep rooting into your feet. And then exhale for a little lateral stretch. Inhale through center. Exhale to the other side. Beautiful. Inhale through center. Keeping your right arm up. You're going to take your left hand, back of the hand, reach towards your strap, bringing your hands together. That right arm, you want it up facing the ceiling. Try to soften here. Well, let's take a breath or two like this. And then slowly release to switch to the other side. Left arm comes up, bring it behind, right arm slides up. And maybe your hands reach, maybe they don't. So either using the strap or not. Try to notice if that elbow is coming up to the side, try to keep it up, softening your shoulders. Slow, steady breath here. Let's slowly release that. Place that to the side. I'm gonna need a wall, or I have a handy dandy sliding glass door. Place your hands onto your wall or your sliding glass door. Start to walk your feet back. Try to soften into your shoulders. And you want, I'll demonstrate this way. You can also use the back of a chair. I wanted to demonstrate with that too. Back of a chair. Soften. Knees are bent, bringing your hips back. Take about 3 to 5 breaths here. And then slowly come back up through center, releasing that. Give everything a little wiggle, a little shake out. Maybe coming into a yawn. Those are really grounding. Also great to help us tap into our parasympathetic nervous system. Bring your feet about hip width apart. We'll start with the right arm. And we're inviting some movement and a little bit of rotation. So you also want to move your eyes. They're going to be watching your hand. So let's inhale, bringing the right arm up. Hands are watching, and then my body is moving with my arm. Coming back through center. Inhaling up, exhaling forward. Moving with your breath. The next time your arm comes up, pause there, keeping it there. Soften your shoulder, soften your fingers, look in the opposite direction towards the earth. Letting the body feel this posture, allowing your body to receive it. And then slowly release, let it go. Maybe come into a cleansing breath in the middle. Let's do that same exploration on the other side. Little bend into the knees. Bringing the arm forward, we're inhaling. Hips are slightly moving, eyes are watching your hand. Exhaling through center. Noticing your range of motion. The next time you bring your arm up, you're going to pause there. Turn towards the center, soften the fingers. Looking in the opposite direction, letting your head hang. And then slowly release that. Give a little wiggle, movement. Let's take a wide-legged stance. Turning your right foot forward, coming into warrior two. Pause here. Take your hands, clasping them together. Soften your shoulders. And then you're gently pressing them together to activate through your back body. Try to find sukha and stiram, steadiness and ease in this posture. A balance of compression and tension. Let's slowly extend the arms, bringing that front arm down, coming into extended side angle. The top arm can either reach forward or place it right onto your hip. Inhale, come all the way back up, turn your palm, exhale for peaceful warrior. Inhaling through center. Turn your feet forward, coming to the other side. Left foot comes out. Inhale, bringing yourself into warrior two. Soften your shoulders, rooting through your legs. Take the hands together, clasping them. Soften. That little bit of energy. Finding ease in your body. Maybe even closing your eyes here for a breath. Notice if you're pressing too hard. And then let's extend the arms out, bending your front arm, coming into extended side angle. Inhale, come back up into warrior two, turn your palm, peaceful warrior. Inhale back into warrior two, turn your toes inward as you exhale, bring yourself into a wide-legged forward fold. Let your head hang. Light a little movement, maybe a few little rolls through the shoulder. And then eventually making your way back into seated. So taking your time. Finding your squash ball. We're going to roll our head and neck. So taking your squash ball, give a little squeeze into your hand first. Doesn't matter what one you start with. And then start to roll the opposite side. So we'll start into the chest. Getting right up into the sternum. Around the shoulder, front of the shoulder. Side of the shoulder. Into the traps. You find a little bit of a sticky spot, you can just pause into it. And then taking the ball into the same hand as the side you're working on. You can start to bring it up into the back of the neck. A little pressure right into the occiput. Try to keep your jaw open and soft, your tongue soft as well. And getting into your sternoclaviculomastoid, so that muscle that runs behind the ear, right to the clavicle. Rolling there. You can also invite a little movement with your head and neck. Coming right into the jaw. Masseter muscle, keeping the mouth open and soft. Up into the temple. Cross your forehead. To the other side. And then pause. A little exploration with your head and neck, noticing, you feel a difference. One side to the other. Placing the ball into the other hand, a little squeeze, and then start to roll right into the chest, the sternum. You slow, steady breath. Into the front of the shoulder. side, back of the shoulder. Right into the traps. You can explore a little movement. Maybe a cleansing breath. And taking the ball into the same hands that you're working on, the same side that you're working on. Press it right up into the occiput. Maybe even turn the head. Getting that sternoclavicular mastoid, that muscle from behind the ear all the way into the clavicle. And then let's eventually bring it up to the jaw, masseter muscle, keeping the mouth soft, tongue and jaw, temple. Across your forehead, another temple, and jaw. Placing that down, inviting a little movement for your head and your neck. And letting everything soften here. And come into a forward fold. I'm going to give a few different options. So you can either bring your legs out if you want. I'm going to come into more of a restorative one. So I'm placing a pillow right underneath my knees. This is more of a caterpillar option to use a block for your head. Softening, letting everything come forward. And then I'm placing the block for my head. So there's a little bit of support so my whole head can soften into it. And try to really allow your body to settle into this. One more breath here. On your next inhale, let your body roll up, coming out of that posture. And bring our hands beside us, bending the legs. And then from here, press yourself up into a reverse tabletop. Your head can go anywhere that feels comfortable in your body. And then slowly release that, extending your left leg out, your right leg's coming over, coming right into a twist. Soften your shoulders, and then gently looking in the opposite direction. Coming back through center, a little counter twist. Extending both legs out, bringing your left leg over top, wrapping the opposite arm around. As you exhale, turning towards the side and back. Inhaling through center, a little counter twist. Now make our way onto our backs. If you have a bolster or blanket or pillow, you can place it on the ground, bringing your hips right towards it. Even this soft little pillow brings a lot of openness into my back body. Let everything soften here. You can either have the legs bent with the knees together like I do. They can be separated, they can be straight, or in a cobbler. And if you don't have a bolster, a pillow works. So does a rolled up blanket. Using whatever you have, letting everything settle into the earth. We'll take a few more breaths here. And notice if your body wants to be on here for longer, you can stay here for Shavasana. Gently rolling off if you would like to come onto your back for Shavasana. And when you arrive, notice if you need any last little movement, maybe some windshield wiper legs, maybe a stretch. And then arriving in your version of Shavasana. Whatever that looks like in your body, whatever will feel nourishing for you in this moment. Nice, slow, steady breath. Trying to lengthen your exhale ever so gently. Letting your body connect a little more into the earth beneath you. And slowly starting to lengthen your breath. Gently wiggling your fingers, your toes. And start to bring the hands together, rubbing them together. When you feel that warmth from prana energy, placing your hands anywhere onto your body. Taking a moment here to seal your practice off. Maybe repeating your intention, your sankalpa. We're bringing in some thanks or gratitude. And as you exhale, letting that go. And start to invite little bits of movement into your body. Eventually rolling to your side and then bringing yourself up into seated. And we will end practice together. When you arrive and seated, either bringing your hands onto your legs or an Anjali Mudra at your heart space, bowing the head, connecting qualities of the mind with qualities of our hearts. Love, compassion, forgiveness, gratitude, and acceptance. Knowing we are whole and complete exactly as we are, honoring the love and light that resides within each one of us. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. Hopefully your neck and shoulders feel a little better, or you brought in some awareness to that area of your body. I did go over 35 minutes. I apologize. Time just flies.